I guess, right? All right, good deal. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome everybody to the June 6th, 2023 Commission meeting and call it to order. Welcome, everybody. Ellen, would you please call roll?
Commissioner Barksdale.
Here.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Here.
Commissioner Townsend.
Here.
All right, Commissioner Townsend, you'll lead us our pledge, please?
sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, first thing on the agenda today, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from May 15th of 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale, a.k.a. Bingo. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'd ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $2,659,027.21. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a
I'll
motion.
make the motion.
I'll go with the motion with Commissioner Townsend. I'll go with the second with Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
All right. Do we have any conflicts of interest with anybody? And I'll let Commissioner Townsend explain. I think he has one.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I have one on the personnel. I have a nephew that's applying for that part-time job, or the temporary job.
All right. Thank you, sir. So he'll be striking.
I'll be abstaining.
Commissioner, what's the name of your,
That is Landon Novice,
Yeah.
and I'll be abstaining on that one.
So that will be number 6. He will abstain
Yes.
from. All right. So. Okay. All right. So, anyways, and we'll still have a legal vote on that because he'll have one extension. The extension will. That'll be right.
there's a quorum.
There's a quorum,
yes.
so he's an extension, so that's good.
That's not an issue, yes, sir.
All right, so I'm just making sure. All right, moving on. We have one conflict of interest day, so resolution orders, we have none. Contracts, agreements, and grants, we have one to approve a 20% contribution in the amount of $35,686 for the purchase of 2 vans for council agent through an ALDOT grant and award. If awarded, ALDOT will be responsible for 80% of the match, which is an amount of $147.42. Anybody? So I need a motion for that.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin to have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? And with discussion with that, like I said in the commission meeting, I want to thank Krista and Drew. They work hard on these grants and these, so I thank them for that. So that being said, no more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Our motion carries unanimously. Budget revisions, we have one. It's District 4, and it's just $16,150, just moving from one place to the other in one line item. So I need a motion to approve this budget revision.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Excuse me a minute, give me a drink of water. We have no merchant purchases, no board appointments, award of bids. We have 2, so I'll ask for a motion to approve the 2 bids as submitted.
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin to have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend. Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And personnel action, like we discussed in the work session, we'll take up the first 5 in one motion. So I'll be asking for a motion to approve to hire Brianna Lipscomb and Montera McClendon. These will be corrections officers, and this will be effective June the 6th of 2023. Pending a drug screening, and then the next 3 will be the same thing, be hiring corrections officers, Amy Hamby, Connor Hinton, and Braxton Bowen, and these will be paid through the ADPH grant, their portion of their salary will. So I'll need a motion to approve to hire all 5 of these, which will be effective June the 6th today, and all is pending a drug screening. So I need a motion for that.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin to have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with any one of the 5 that we're hiring today? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, and welcome to the team, all 5 of you. So then number 6 here, we have, this is one that Commissioner Townsend will be abstaining from, so I'll need a motion to approve to hire, I get Landon and Navarre, is that how you say it, Navarre?
Navas.
Navas.
Novice.
Novice, okay, Novice as a temporary laborer in the engineering department, so to have such a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously with 1 abstention. All right, so number 7 on here, I'll ask to approve to hire William Laxon as a temporary laborer in the engineering department. Has such a motion.
I'll make a motion.
I make the motion.
I'll
Got a
second.
motion by Commissioner Townsend, now I'm going to second with Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion besides the train wanting to talk to us? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. So then next on here, I'll ask for a motion, that's number 8, would be to approve to promote Hayden Russell as Equipment Operator 2 in the Engineering Department. To have such a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend, to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 9 on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve Logan McMahon to Equipment Operator 3 in the Engineering Department. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Well, I'll go with Commissioner Barksdale for the motion, Commissioner
I'll
Gatlin
second.
for the second. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And number 10 on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to amend the staffing plan under the animal control to reflect the following, which will be 1 sheriff's corporal, grade 17, 1 deputy sheriff, APO certified at grade 16, and an animal control officer at grade 11. And this staffing plan was previously, with 2 animal control officers that was grade 11, and we had 1 retire, so the opening will be the middle spot there. So I need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend, I have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no merit increases today. At this point, Mr. Massey, engineer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We just have one subdivision for your consideration today. It's O'Neill School subdivision. It's a minor for preliminary and final, creating 3 lots in District 4. Quiet day.
So
Very easy.
I'll ask for a motion to approve the 1 subdivision submitted by Mr. Massey.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin, by Commissioner Barksdale, bingo.
I'm just
Second.
glad it's not in 2.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. And Mark, I normally get a longer break in there to catch my breath. And the day that
I know, I'm not.
and the day that my voice is all messed up, you have 1 little subdivision. So, I don't know. I think y'all plotting against me. So anyways, all that discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Other business, I'll ask for a motion to sell the 3 items as we discussed in the work session on Gov Deals. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to improve the insolvations, errors, and taxes and litigations for 2022 as presented by the Revenue Commission Office, and we got a packet over here to prove it. So I'll ask for a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And number 3, I'll ask for a motion to approve changes of an election polling location and modify a beat line. This election polling location would be changed from Mace Memorial Baptist Church to Sardis Springs Baptist Church, and this would be placed on in the push bar. And also we had to change Sardis Springs Baptist Church from beat 3, and we had to insert instead of beat 2. So. All right, I need a motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, and that'll make it a whole lot safer polling location. All right, number 4, I'll ask for a motion to approve electronic meeting policy, and we discussed this in the work session, so I need a motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, and well, report of officers, Commissioner Samet was not here with us today, so it'll be Commissioner Barksdale.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chairman, I've talked about road damage here for several meetings. Currently, our policy, I guess, on roads is let trucks destroy them, and then we'll try to fix it. This is a problem throughout Alabama. Different counties handle it different ways, I think. That's our current policy. Let them tear it up, then we'll try to fix it. Do we have any options on protecting our roads? They're an asset to the county. It's our job to protect county assets. How do we do that?
Right.
So I'm talking specifically subdivision development. I think we need to talk about that and see what can be done, if anything.
All right.
I continue to think the best way to deal with it is in the form of impact fees. But then that has to go through the legislature, and it would take a period of time. But I'm open to suggestions on how we meet our responsibility to protect county assets.
Is that all today? Thank you.
No, I got another thing.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Hang on a minute. Oh, don't let my zeal trying to hit up my knowledge. All right, go ahead.
Our work session meeting time. I would enjoy having a day or so to look at our agenda and do a little research prior to having to vote on an issue. Prior, I guess, to COVID, I don't know really when we changed from going to the prior Wednesday for the work session and having the commission meeting the following Monday. I would like to revert back to that. I've had a lot of constituents call me and say, why don't y'all have meetings at night where you can come address people, citizens can come address the commission? I ain't got a good answer for that. For that reason, I would like to move the work session to the prior Wednesday before that Monday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That way, the worst people have to do is take an hour or two off from work if they want to address the commission. So I'll ask if that be put in the form of a resolution at the next meeting, if that's possible. Is that possible? Is that possible? And we'll just see how the vote goes. I guess that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, sir. Commissioner Gatlin.
Just a few things. The only thing Commissioner Marks mentioned, the Wednesday going back, I mean, I personally like going back to Wednesday. The 4 in the afternoon, though, how that will affect the courthouse as far as if we run over, as far as closing, I guess we'd have to pay overtime for that probably. That's the only question
Work session, I don't think.
It wouldn't matter. I mean, they have meetings here all the time and after hours. I mean, the school board meets here at night anyways, like at 6 to 9. So, I mean, the security guy would normally stay, but I mean, it would be a bare minimum of anybody else, so.
That's one question I had, I guess. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman.
Are you mighty quiet today?
I'm mighty quiet, Mr. Chairman.
I thought you said you had several things.
I thought he did too.
Make a dissertation.
Well, I can find something
I
later.
didn't mess with you. All right, go ahead, Commissioner Townsend.
First of all, I want to remind everybody to keep remember Darrell in your prayers. He says he battles this little situation he's got going on. I think Darrell's doing really good. And actually, I talked to Rhonda several times, but I think we need to remember Darrell. Also, I want to thank Joe Moss. I know he retired, and I seen him a couple weeks ago, and I think he was excited about his retirement. And I just want to thank him for his service for the county. I think he had, Colin, how many years did you say it was? 30-something years?
It was over 30. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how many it was, but he
36.
was here when I know he was here in 1986
Oh,
when my
wow.
dad become chairman. I know he was here
That's a
then,
lot
so
of, that's a lot of years.
I know he
So-
was here then.
In animal control.
No, he was in the shop. He was a mechanic back at that time.
Oh, wow. But other than that, like me and Mark said earlier, we're going to be on Easter Ferry hopefully next week. And then after that, it'll be, I think, Schoolhouse Road. After that, I believe, is the next road after that, I believe. And if everybody could, our bush hogs are out running. I think they're running in everybody's district. If they could, just, watch out for them. Watch out for the guys working on the road. Keep them safe so they can go home at night. Mr. Chairman, that's all I got.
All right, thank you. Got a couple things here. I went to a meeting the other day, and we got this book for Love of the Cities. Now, everybody always gives me a book, and I start reading the book, and I'll start reading in here. But it was interesting, the guy got up and spoke, and he talked about, the triangle, how the triangle is changing in cities and counties and things. He said that, functional, safe, comfortable, convivial, interesting, and meaningful. You know what I mean? And it's amazing, that this triangle, everybody has to work together inside this triangle to make it work. And, and one of the articles in there was, the baby booming side of it was they were looking more into the meaningful and interesting nowadays than they are the other parts of the triangle. So I want to thank all 300 employees for helping our county. I mean, to keep our county interesting and going. I know a lot of times that everybody's a spoke in a wheel and everybody makes it work. And I know it's got a section here about fixing potholes, and that's not as big a, and I mean, it does. In this book, I got it marked here when I was reading, it says fixing the potholes, so I mean, this book is, it's really been interesting, and it's, and as time changes, I know we had Phyllis came in and talked about animal controls and things like this. The county is ever changing, and we all have a job to do, and I know everybody here does their part, and I just want to thank all employees, and I know that triangle, you have to be functional and make everything work, and like I said, we got a budget to run within, and I just want to thank everybody for all they do, and I just shot you with a water top, didn't I? You got a guilty conscience or something? But anyways, that's I just wanted to share that with I went to that meeting the other day, and I thought that was really interesting. And like I said, the work, I was a component when we changed the meeting to move it to the afternoon, and I know some of the others, at the time, but I do like an afternoon meeting better. I think it's better as far as, getting, as far as if it's the work session split off of the commission meeting, but I do like an afternoon better because I think it gives everybody time. We run in on Monday mornings, and we're always in a rush to get everything going on a Monday morning, and 9 times out of 10, if we have a holiday on a Monday, that's, Mondays seem to be the most holiday of the year. We wind up moving to Tuesday anyway, so I wouldn't have an opponent. I wouldn't be, I know the city councils and all, they do a work session and all. I wouldn't be, it doesn't matter to me either way, but I'm a component of the afternoon meeting, me personally, so I like an afternoon meeting, to get that going. So anyways, today, and I know that Ellen told me I couldn't talk about all these other things on here, but, they kind of coach me up for what I can talk about, what I can't talk about. I always look at what day of the week it is, today, and, today is, it's World Yo-Yo Day, of all things. And the yo-yo's been around about 2,000 years, so I'm a yo-yo, so here I am. So, and so anyways, so that being said, I do want to kind of mention something. I know that Commissioner Sammet, he has had several constituents come in today. Commissioner Sammet is battling a little cancer issue. He's got some colon cancer. So I wore a dark blue tie. That's colon cancer. I know Ellen she's been battling breast cancer. It seems like it's hitting home with a lot of our offices. And I want everybody to remember Darrell in your prayers, and remember that we're working and helping, and everybody know all the commission districts and all of the office personnel is, and I got full faith he'll make a full recovery. He's got a good spirit. I've talked to him several times, but I just wanted the public to know that he is out today, and yesterday when he wanted to be here so bad, and he kept telling Rhonda, he said, I've got to be at a meeting tomorrow. I have confirmed him that we can make it fine, and I know that we've all missed meetings here and there, but he was just really advocate about being here today, and I know he's fixing to go through some treatments and all, but he needs to also recover, so he is not here with us today. So the dark blue is for Darrell today, and everybody just remember Darrell in your prayers, and if anybody has any issue in District 1, Dennis Wallace, his foreman, is a great guy, and his phone. But I know he's a working foreman. He's out working. If you have an issue, I know the engineering department can help you. The office personnel just call up, and we can I know I had a phone call yesterday, and I went out and looked at the issue for him. So, I mean, we'll all pitch in our part, do our part, because we all are, the whole county commission, like I said about the 300 employees, we all are a log chain, and we're all about 300 of us, and we're only as strong as our weakest links. We all pull together to make this county great. So, with that said, we will adjourn until 9 a.m. on Tuesday, because Juneteenth is on the 19th, and the state has observed that holiday, so we will be not here that day, and we will be right back here at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, the 20th of June. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for being here today.